And then we find out what I've broken. How are we doing? Welcome. So after yesterday, we failed to finish. So today, see if we can outdo ourselves a little bit. Hopefully I'll see my fellow driver, Nath, LMU teammate. Let's get in there. All right, stream check, welcome in, hello. YouTube check, hello. Keysmode's back, hey. Let me pull up the YouTube chat. There we go. And then I hope I've got everything ready because we got no time left. We've got to go racing. Oh, wait, you got split 2? Wait, I lost driver rank yesterday. It depends on the LMP2 field for me. I'm getting the LMU crashing screen, so bear with me. Quick check. Good for stream, good for cameras. Are we looking all right here? I'm going to grab my gloves. Mate, I'm in split 3? Did I enter in the wrong car? How have I gone from split 1 to split 3? The LMP2 field must be huge. Wait, I think I've just been scammed. Thanks to everyone who sat through yesterday, despite me struggling a little bit with the car. I appreciate it. You're still car 31? Nice. Thank you, you too. I'm just looking at numbers in my class. I think I'm like the high-ranked LMP2 in here. Hey, Brev. Good to see ya. Hello, hello. A quick sanity check. Are we grand on YouTube too? Have I got everything right? It looks like it's live, so we'll let it sell. Cool. Wait, Joe, did you get split 3? I did not expect. I think I'm top car in class though. Oh no, Jessica Rose. Wait, Jessica Rose was like a high driver. Why are we in split 3? I don't know, maybe a bunch of really high level drivers just signed up today. Like there must have been 20 of them because we're 2 splits below. I don't know how that's worked. Anyway, I stand to lose a lot here because I'm high ranked in a lower split. But that means you're just gonna have to drive a good race. I'm gonna start with yesterday's setup, and if you missed yesterday, I couldn't keep the car happy.
Come on, go, send it.
Thank you for 4 months, Joe. Thanks for the sub.
4 months.
Yeehaw. As chatbot says, yeehaw. Yeah, I couldn't keep the car under me when I needed it the most. So we're back with yesterday's setup that I worked on via the Coach Dave Setup IQ tool. Hey, Troller. Le Mans? Someone say Le Mans? So yesterday didn't go to plan. So can we use today? I don't understand how this is split like this, but here we are. Some go. Fair, fair. You'll be quicker than me in an LMP2 now. So we're in the LMP2 for the second day. Today we're going to try not to bail in the Porsche curves. Chris, how did you get on yesterday? I'm pretty sure I saw you. At least in a practice, not the race. The race wasn't one to remember for me, but we're getting there. How you all going, guys? It's me! You're back. Yeah, I saw you in practice. What split did you get today, Chris? I've gone from split 1 overnight to split 3 because something weird has happened in the LMP2 class. And a bunch of fast drivers have flooded this time slot. So I've lost 2 splits. It's all good. I'm now just a high rank driver, so I can't afford to lose. But what's new? The expectations have gone up. Forget the tires need a little bit of encouragement here. Get some over rotation going. Chris, I spun 6 times in the Porsche curves. I was struggling so much yesterday. You could say I've maybe got a set that had too little wing and too much rotation. So we fixed that yesterday. I got better. I got my lap times down by 2 to 3 seconds. So now the big test is, can we come back today and start on a good foot? I do feel a little bit tired. Like, I'm going to have to really lock in as this race goes on. First time you spun, yeah. I was like, I feel like I've forgotten how to drive a sim yesterday. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me. My car was loose through the Porsche curves and it was a disaster. Well, you know, we did what we could. We tried to make a comeback and then I spun again. And I thought, you know, maybe it's okay today. We'll just do some practice. So I've lost Silver 2 for about the 3rd time in my LMU history. I'm no longer a Silver 2 driver again. So now we find ourselves in split 3. Take 2, but split 3. Yesterday I was a top split car, so explain that for me. Okay, we should get 2 clean laps here. Hopefully get a clean valid one and then like push it one. Clean valid one, the tires are still going to be a little bit scary, a little bit cool. They're getting there, but they're not quite there. I probably could have worked them a bit harder that lap, but anyway. Drag some brakes for a minute. Locking up into there is like my worst nightmare because it ruins an entire lap and it's very easy to do. Sounds like we've got at least one driver I know in GT3 in this split. That's Joe. Thanks for the sub, Joe, as well. I'll be busy qualifying right now. Yesterday I was like passing Red 1 in GT3, Key was in there. There were so many cars I didn't want to collect on my journey. Yeah, yesterday made me feel like I forgot how Le Mans worked and how the car worked. So qualifying and coffee now. Let me try and lock it down for the race. Okay, a little more on the brakes. A little more on the brakes. So what we managed to get to yesterday is I was struggling for race pace. I was in the 39s, and by the end of yesterday I'd found a 36 lap time. And now I've got to kind of rebuild that confidence again on this day. Try and not lock up. But I got to a point where it felt like a bad lap was better than yesterday's tempo, which is usually a good sign. Hey 9K, welcome back, man. Not tempted by a 2.4 hour of suffering, no? Thinking about it? I'm really gonna have to go next lap and build my confidence back up. Actually, sanity check. Oh, we're good. You might do the 4 or 7. Sweet. I might have seen you at the 4. But we're out later, so I can't really cut it that fine. Or I'd have to turn up to a social event smelling like sim racing, which is, you know, less than ideal. This feels like a very low tempo lap. Nothing to shout about yet. Hey Aaron. Yeah, I've started firing up YouTube again, and fingers crossed, I don't have any touch wood, but I think we're staying connected on the YouTube end as well now. Yeah, good to see you. Hey. So hopefully more to come for you. Yeah, that was a slow and steady lap. Let's see if I can get closer to yesterday's pace without dying. Oh, I left it there because I was worried about my track limits. Mid 36 would be nice. Roughly what the pace you're seeing at the top. That was my best though, so even if I can hit 37 to 38, I'd be in a much better spot. I don't want to be back at yesterday's pace. I really need to be on top of the car. A bit more than that. It's not my best. I'm struggling under braking again. We'll get there. Am I doing the caddy? Thanks, Aaron. No worries. Hope to see you again, dude. That's all good. Thanks for saying hi over that side as well. Alright, nice and late here, but not crazy late. Can't remember my sector times, then I would know what I'm giving up the most. Actually, final sector seemed to be my weak one. That's good news. So just need to attack the Porsche curves like I learned to do yesterday. Yeah, hypers are a good time at the moment. Have you tried Daytona in them? Some of them are quite violent at Daytona. It's like on the wheel. It's pretty intense. Alright, come on, focus. Get a good to the last sector. bit loose. Get a good exit. So 1 second would put me in a good spot here. So I don't need to die trying here. I just need to wrap up this lap and I can be on the front 2 rows. Wasn't great, but... I've lost some of the confidence, but I'm bringing it back. I've lost some of yesterday's. Hey, we got a little bit back. It's not quite the lap I was hoping for, but that should be P4. Into the 38s. Definitely found more pace yesterday, but... that's nearly what I needed. And we didn't throw it off track trying. So actually, 2 of the cars ahead of me are better ranked. 1 behind me is the strongest ranked. So, could be quite a close top 6 here. Thanks for joining, guys. Welcome. The limits are strict, I agree. Shall I start on the worn tyres? No. I don't think so. P10, good luck, mate. Yeah, we're going to struggle to check in today, aren't we? How's it looking? Warning driver takes the top slot. Let's hope they're not a warning driver when they lap us. Like GTs. Hey, what was your time, NBC, if you've got a minute to tell us? And did you choose the Valk in the end? Right, Joe is P11 in the Lexus, so that's how we know to look out for them. Good luck. Thanks for the sub. Yesterday's time, for reference, guys, would have got me front row. Only just, but it would have got me front row. 327, you would be P8 in this split. It's pretty close. I've seen Tice in a few races. Anyone else? There's a few flows around, I've noticed. There's a few of them flows. Right, I'm going to start... no, I'll leave the TC there. Why does my wing keep defaulting to 1? This is interesting. I'm going to go 2 wing. That might be... quick check, actually. That one's got 4 wing. There's something going wrong with sets here. I never put 4 wing on a set. So, load, assign that one. I should have been on 2 wing. Because it gives me that little bit of confidence for the sacrifice of straight line speed. But I was setting faster times with that yesterday, so annoyingly I didn't notice that for quali, and I'm not sure why that setup didn't save the wing settings, but maybe I didn't save it. I mean, if you saw my race yesterday, you'll understand why lowest wing wasn't a good solution in this car. Unlucky Joe, you'll be alright in the race though. As long as you're given a clean stint, obviously, you'll be alright. Hook in behind a couple of good drivers, you know? I'm glad I spotted the wing though. Well, that's the thing. The setup has lots of rotation and it doesn't lose too much speed. Alright. So even if I am a little bit of a victim on the straights, everywhere else, I'm faster. And for me, that's a better Le Mans. MSX, Marcus, hello, mate. Thanks for hopping over on YouTube as well. Thank you if you found and joined the channel there. I will get rid of subscriber chat. I'm just, during testing streams, I'm just doing that to keep it chilled out in there. Now that they've re-artworked Le Mans, I'm thinking of doing a new film. On my YouTube channel, I have cinematics. Like short 1-minute films that I make. And I might make a new one for Le Mans. It's just a case of making the time and not wanting to race as well. Good luck. Have fun. You guys see everything you need, by the way? Are we all set? Stream look good? I mean, I can't do a lot now, but thank you. Thanks, 9K. Wherever you're watching, I appreciate it. Thanks for sticking with me 2 days running. We're going to just try and go one better if we get lucky. If it all goes south on lap 1, which we're not going to cause ourselves, hopefully, go find something else. But thanks, Keys Mode. Good to see you. I want to open this drink. As I forgot. I'm always a bit cautious to catch up there because everyone backs up so much. Right. Here we go, guys. Please get through the chicanes, please. Nightmare here. Not a great line for me, so it might put me under pressure from P5, but let's see what they're going to try. I'm going to hold my inside here, not giving too much of a thought. Of course they sent it. Of course you did. Why is everyone so bad on that one, dude? Like, I'm trying to survive now. I can see all the sends coming, but I think I was just hung out to dry in the wrong place there. We're okay. Not exactly impressed by Rose's driving there, but can't blame him. Yeah, was there a death? I kind of like... I took my eye off the ball slightly because I had a feeling there was somewhere something had gone wrong. Yeah, it felt like that, honestly, yeah. Whether the replay looks that bad, I don't know, but... It's fine. These cars can be a little nervous on lap 1. Very easy to lose all the time you want to gain, so... I know Rose is, like, the highest ranked car of this grid for us, so... Let's focus on them. One behind? Okay. Rip. Let's get good exits. Let the tires come to me. I've got the extra dose of wing, which will make my straight line attack a bit tricky. Now we have to try and just be stable on the brakes. Don't lock up too much. Don't forget my references, and then we'll build a race. Nice bit of fighting ahead too. We're only 3 seconds off the lead. Only one car in the entire field has really fallen off that badly. That's impressive, man. There's about 55 cars in a train right now. Why? Nielsen, do you have a history? I'm afraid I can't take those requests. Caveat, if I have a collision now, it wasn't because of the chat request, okay? It's, for legal reasons, I'm about to let you know that if there's anything between me and Rose in this race, it's not from chat requests. Oh, you know my IRL? Okay. Yeah, they gave me a little tap on the first sector, which wasn't ideal for me, but we're alive. I just had to concede position to stay alive, really. Wasn't my favorite piece of driving, but I know they're going to be quick, so settle in. Don't know how the car is in dirty air yet, so I need to be a bit careful. I thought Rose was going to move forward quicker than that, to be honest. So much better through the Porsche curves. Guy behind looks confident. Got a better chicane than them. I don't need to push this too much too soon. I want to catch the guys ahead. However, let's not lose time unnecessarily. Come on, Rose. You need to get your foot down now. You need to get your foot down. You made all that effort to go past me in the first 3 corners, and now you're sat going backwards, my friend. 2 main stops and then a splash and dash, yeah. Why do you... Okay. Oh! That was rough. I don't know why we want to do this right now, but we're doing it, so... there's no point in saving to try and save a stop. You can save to save yourself a bit of a pit stop, though. There was beef, and you know what? The driver behind, not Rose, the guy behind me was always going to get ambitious. I could feel it for a lap. And I don't know if they were at fault, obviously. I couldn't really see, but they definitely got in trouble there. Alright, let's move forward. Yesterday, we were in P6. Or 7, we were chasing the top 5, and then it all went south. Lap 2 chicken replay, got it. Copy. Hey, we have incidents in a replay now. Gotta remember that. It's the perfect streaming tool for reviewing a race. Runaway time. Okay, we have 1.5 seconds. We're out of the toe. Now I need to start having the Porsche curves on my life. People in the game chat are already saying, good job, thank you, good job. It's going well. Build up my confidence here. Alright, and now we start tracking the gaps to the cars ahead. Don't think about the guys behind who are fighting, actually. Not my best chicane. Right, 41 with a bit of battling. Someone's writing an essay in game chat, that's always nice. Okay, I'm finding the limit on braking, but I'm slightly like overshooting while doing it, so let's smoothen that off a bit. Literally, there's a guy writing chapters in game chat. I leave you space. You tried to overtake the curb in the first lap with cold tires. You lose the line. Yes. Yes. You should say sorry. That's what I'm reading. Okay. I know. I'm waiting for the message that makes me glad it's behind the camera. Yeah. Not that I'm responsible for game chat, but still. It's nice not to broadcast idiots. Wait, that's ironic. I'm broadcasting myself. Let's forget that line of thought. Never mind. You heard nothing. Okay, I seem to have tempo. Clink is running away. But I seem to have tempo to think about this as a top 5 into podium battle now. I could do some lifting if I want to do 12 lap stints. That's not going to save me a stop. Not 12. Actually, yeah, I think it's very subtle lift to get 12 laps solid. Which will take us about 2 laps from the finish. But I'm not going to slow myself down doing it. It is too long a race. Yeah. And for a couple of seconds in the pits over a 2.5 hour race, it's like I might as well like get a good rhythm and drive, right? Where lifting's good is if you feel slightly under confident and you just want to bring your tires back into a window. It can be nice there. Because it just takes the pressure off the corners a little. This guy behind's got pace. This dude is still writing an essay, by the way. I'm going to have to turn off game chat again. Mate should write a book and sell it to nobody. Yeah, that would be a good plan. Let's try and do that. Not write the book, I mean catch Jacob. So much more confidence through there, it's worth having the extra click of wing. Okay, pace is improving. Down to a 39. That's equal to P2. And I think we can do better. Car behind is flying. This is a good phase of the race to have some good laps. Like, this is important. This is where I can stay in touch with the race I want to have or lose it. Okay, good. 3 cars ahead are very close together, so yeah, they can tow each other, but I wouldn't rule out a fight here, and we've kept the leader within about 9 seconds. This could be a good race. Let's get to the 2-hour mark nice and clean. Now I did evolve the set one more time to get more rotation at low speed, but it seemed like it was going to sacrifice straight line too much, so I think I'm happy with this. I just need to be a little careful in the chicanes. You only get one shot, man. Oh, I leaned into that corner. That was a bad habit. Dario taught me not to do that. Come on. I looked into the corner and my car started moving left with my eyes. It doesn't help me. Faster if I lean. Yeah, if I lean. If I lean the car, not so good. If I point the car in, not so good. I'm on a better lap, and it's keeping Poulos at bay. If Poulos catches and he keeps that speed up, do you guys agree I should just let him tow me forward? Don't pick that fight and just let him set purples. Yeah, and I can just lift a bit, stay safe, stay under the grill of him if I can. I'm doing better though. I'm not going to think about that yet. I'm holding him right now, but he just seems to be very consistent and quick. But we are holding him to 1 second. If that's happening, there is no contest. We keep driving. And we're catching Jacob. So the plan could be what you said. Try and put a car between us. And hope they don't drive us smart. Now, obviously, I don't know how hard these guys are going on tires as well, things like that. That's kind of to be found out later. Jacob seems good through the Porsche curves. Okay, 39.2, 39.1, 38.8 in second. This is really close. Everyone's like equaling each other right now. As the fuel burns off. Oh, just a bit wide there, just a bit wide. Not great. I think Jacob has a tow now too. The 3 cars ahead are like almost in like a train, and I've only lost 1 second outright to the leader, who is out and out the fastest car by far, but he's much better through the chicane than me. I got a better exit, but still. I think Poulos has the skills to get us going forward, hopefully. If he does catch me. Once he's in the tow, there'll be very little I can do anyway. Too slow. Too slow, come on. I did get down to 37s and 6s yesterday, so let's see if the fuel burning off inspires me a little bit. As long as we are building tempo. I'm trying to focus on exits regardless, even if I'm a bit shy on the brakes. Good exit will keep me where I am. A hot entry will give up time for free, so. Leader is back under 10 seconds, interesting. Jacob is hanging in there up there. Alright, let's see how Poulos behind goes through the curves compared to me. Even Stevens, I would say. Maybe he's got slightly more downforce. I did the worst thing you can do there, and I put 2 tires on the grippy curb, and I had to straighten the wheel. That would have been... That was closer to death than it probably looked. 38.7, 38.0. Look at everyone's pace, man. Uh-oh. Good. Better entry into that chicane there. Okay, nice. That'll cut me a breather there. Meanwhile, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are not leaving each other, like, even a 10th. Jacob's now caught the train, but there's just no movement. Even the leader's not getting away. And this is before traffic, which I had a lot of practice in yesterday and was pretty tough. Alright, hopefully straight line pass here. Yep. Go, go. So there's 3 or 4 hypercars who've fallen off here. Only the top 6 look like they're together. I literally, it's been 3.2 seconds to Jacob this entire time, like a lap and a half. Since he broke 3 seconds, I've not seen him. I'm not getting rid of P6 either. This is like no mistakes territory. Too early there, I think. Make sure the exit's good. And this guy will probably get a bit of a tow no matter what now. I just don't have the middle sector to back myself up. That's going to be my weakness for now. Too eager. One day I'll find an apex there and we'll all be happy. Okay, hypercar. Ah, he's got past them, never mind. I wondered if there was going to be any slowdown there, but nope. Okay, at least we've got consistency there. Not the fastest, but... Okay, missed it. Missed it, but didn't lose the exit. Okay, 38 again, 39 behind. Nice! I was the only 38 lapper there by a fraction. Okay.
Oops.
Whew, this has been good so far. I think it's a matter of time with this dude, but... Thought I was going to overrun that. I need to be careful dipping tyres there. Turned out good. Right. How are tyres doing? So far, no alarms. Pretty even wear. Front left is slightly tired, but compared to the rest. Okay, he's much better on the brakes. Good to know. So if I want to go faster now, it's all about braking confidence. But one overshoot is probably worth like 4 poor braking zones. So. Whatever he's doing, I cannot beat it. I think he's just absolutely nailing it on the brakes at the moment. So, if he gets close enough this lap, this might be where we kind of wave them by and hope they don't do a stupid brake. And just hope they're smart on the brakes. If they know they're faster. What did I say? What was that I said? This guy is so keen on the brakes, not take someone out. He has waited for me, but... Fucking... I was gonna let you go! He did wait. Let's acknowledge that he waited. Obviously a miscalculation on brakes. I literally said, I just hope he's not stupid on the brakes, and he forgot to brake. We just got taken out. So, that has kind of made everything... Yeah, it was an accident, but... I cursed it as soon as I said it. All I needed him to do is wait one corner, and I'd have been happy to let him go. Now I've got flat spots. That's the big issue here. And I don't know which side the flat spots are on. Which is a bit uncomfortable for me. Anyway, he gave the position back. He obviously didn't mean to send it there. I think he lost sight of his brake marker and just... It was... Once he'd done it, it was too late. Like... He couldn't brake more than that. But man, that was a big hit, dude. That was a big hit. My biggest scare is if I've got no rear downforce left. It's such a waste though, because the priority was to look ahead there. He's gonna have damage himself though, and I don't know how bad. He's lost a position. It may have worked out worse. So, what I need to think now, I've lost about 10 to 15 seconds with that incident. Should I plan my tire swap to get rid of the flat spots? Like maybe change 2 just for the security and then hang on with the other tires? That's gonna be the question, but let's drive on. Let's like put it behind us. I can't believe that just happened, man. It was so clean as well. Right. The next goal is to try and claw back those 9 seconds to, well, what is it? Less than that now, but we've been blessed by not being put into the wall here. Like, that's the main thing. I may have a disadvantage, I may not. Yeah, it is almost like people forget. Yeah, Jim. Yeah, it's like... Oh, it's such an endurance race, they actually went and had a little mental, like, break for a moment there, you know? Just started daydreaming for a minute and then realised. This is bad for us, because I'm now going to invite the other car in, but... Try and get an exit. Lose minimal time. Yeah, so now the new rival is Guinevere. And I'm probably going to be in the same situation now. But yeah, eyes forward anyway. It's given me a moment of clean air, but I don't know if this is visible. But if I go light on the wheel, I've got massive, massive flat spot feeling going on here. It's like I'm getting a hand massage. Which makes me think be careful not to lock up again, because flat spots will obviously lock up without invitation. Man, it was such a perfect setup. So, lock up again, please. No! Oh, no! Hey! Hey, dude. Those aren't lockups. I just changed the tires to squeal because it sounds cooler, like that. All right, we're gonna have to do this the hard way then. I was ribbing you for using that in the Enduro. I was like, he shows up in our split. What are you doing? How was your race though, jokes aside? Was it good? Yeah. I gave you a bit of a grilling for that, but it's all I've got, man. I'm never going to beat you, am I? So, did you enjoy me getting tickled by a blue flag car as well? Lapped a guy, he didn't like it, and just made sure to miss the braking, but it was very well played. They played it well. I wasn't going to report it, but it sent a message to me. It was like, don't lap me like that again. So it was a bit spicy for us. Yeah, it was. But you know what I mean? I wasn't going to report something like that, but give it the context of you pass that car in the final corner to not lose time. They flash you all the way down the start line, start finish. They're a blue flag car, and then oops, I just missed the braking and hit you. I would say well played, put it that way. Tactically beautiful. It just didn't cheer me up very much. What would you do in this situation with flat spots? I can't exactly say which tyre is bad. I'm thinking about changing one side at the stop and then seeing how the car is, and then maybe doubling up to the finish if they're staying alive. Right, I need to try and get over this and get my lap times back. Don't drive like I'm wounded yet. Nice. We can never gain driver rating because our lineup, it says silver, like we're slightly higher ranked, and then we just get beaten by silver 2 and 3 drivers in lower ranked lineups. So it's a bit of a joke for me. Like, I'll do it, but without any care for the team lineup anymore because it makes no sense. Like, it's the worst system I've ever seen. And I know you're not part of that. I'm not saying it because you've worked with them and stuff. But I've just given up on the system. Now I said to my team, I'm only entering Joker lineups because then we might get a good race that suits our driver mix. Because we had a silver mix with bronze, and we were up against like silver 2s and 3s, and it was like, well, this wouldn't happen. Like, this isn't our race. We need like an AM class. But we had fun trying. You know, we gave it a good shot. Oh, you got invalid? I've had that before. I don't know if it's purely a bug or what, but yeah, that I'm gonna have to do it manually and find out. This guy has got a real hunt on me right now. I need some good laps. Or I could just lose it. Oh, saved. Oh, that was a big oversteer. That'll teach me for thinking about tyres. I think I'm going to let you go, because I've already been hit once trying to not race someone, so I'm going to use the tyre and try and go back. I need to get back to the top 4. But that incident did not help. I've got an invalid. Should I try invalid, or does that not change the tyre? I should have enough tyres to change the left sides. I've only used one set in quali, but... Does anyone know if I can do that, or should I just use the quali tyre to not bug it out? I'm not very clued up on this invalid situation, but there you go. Your issue in chat is also what I'm facing here. I have no idea if it passes as a tyre or not. It was a really good split, David. Yeah, it was too good, honestly. Like, we came in on like, oh, we'll just enter, and when we saw who was in it, it was like, oh no, we're in trouble. I have no knowledge of what to do with invalid in the pit stops, so I might have to go quali tyre. Because I don't really want to guinea pig it in a 2.4 hour race. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Invalid. I've got a feeling that should be a tyre, but maybe the rules are different. I do know I didn't overuse tyres in quali though. One set and done. Well guys, the plan now was to be hunting top 4. Hold on, we've lost someone. Where have they gone? We've lost a driver, I'm now 5th. Yeah, that's a question for chat actually. Has anyone tested if an invalid tyre will register as a tyre? Or whether the pit crew will fit a cheese wheel instead? Hello. Alright, I thought this was the hypercar train. It's not. That's the straggler. Here come the GTs. And actually not saving fuel? Alright, random shout. Shall I pit one early? Will that cost me too much? And just miss the traffic? Oh. There is rejoin. Good, shush, we're good. That was a nice rejoin, that. Yeah, I'm gonna put the quali tyre because I haven't been told any different. I'm honestly considering boxing one lap early. It will cost me time at the end. And I'll get off these shaky tyres. Skip a bit of GT traffic, maybe, with a bit of an undercut. I don't know, you guys can tell me if this is a terrible idea, but I'm liking it in my own brain right now. Thanks, Dusties. Well, appreciate you looking anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna gamble. I haven't done this braking zone yet. Okay, it's not too bad. Bit slow. Bit of a granny entry that, but we'll be alright. Alright, front left, rear left with the lock-up. Well, it wasn't a lock-up, it was a flipping... I got assaulted by accident. Oh, I forget about the penalty. You have to be really careful there. From John. Okay, so I could gamble it, but there's a chance the wrong compound goes on. Like I get a wet tyre, say. Because in this car, that's the only choice, isn't it? Honestly though, front left being a new tyre is the main thing. And I'm going to assume my left sides were the worst tyres from getting hit. Oh, Jacob's out. That's who I was chasing. So we've got lap 2 drama. And we've lost Jacob. And now I'm trying something... Also, Rose is behind me. What happened to Rose? Oh, no. They had the accident in my mirror, didn't they? Yeah. So it's not gone brilliantly. Right, the risk here is I end up out in the hypercars. and have my own mess because of that. But let's try and get through sector 1 and then we might be alright. 2 cold tires. 2 cold tires, come on. This could be perfect timing if I don't lose it. I can say there's a lot less wobbling going on in the wheel. No, don't go wide. You're right. Not in LMP? Oh, so I could have got away with it in LMP. It's just in Hypercar, it might have been the wrong compound. I would rather deal with cold tires on my own right now. Let this leader go. Nice. Time lost, but easy breezy now. Okay, so wet wasn't a risk, so I could have invalid tire swapped there. Okay. Honestly though, 2-3%. Hopefully we'll be okay. I really want to get to the lap times I was doing at the end of yesterday, but I haven't found that rhythm at all. Do we think lap times get quicker at night in LMU, or does the cold track really... I think the cold track gets trickier, doesn't it? Ah, that would explain random tyre choices. Hang on, I've got to answer that question from Troller in a sec. You can say that failed 2 ways in British English. 1, that's not gone well. 2, well, that's gone well. The second one is purely being a bit sarcastic though. You would never use it earnestly that way, but your tone, yes, you could say it that way and mean the opposite. Yeah, that's what I wondered. Do we actually get any mechanical benefit from the cold? Or do the cold tyre conditions just kind of trade off? Do we think the GTs are in this lap? They'll be on their, what, 11th? Yeah, they might be. So this will be telling. I'm either going to come out in the thick of it, or if I'm lucky, slightly bypass the GT field using the pit stop timing. That could be one way of getting back into this race despite the collision. And it was definitely a collision because there was somebody responsible. That looks like a Tice car because it's got the QRT blue. Yes it is, running second as well, nice. Right, back to the pack we go. Some drivers have not changed tyres, by the way. Or did I really lose that much time? I'm going to say car ahead. Well, most cars ahead haven't changed tyres. Is the leader still on their first stint because they're 2 minutes down the road? Have they gone that quick while fuel saving? That's scary. They've basically done everything right in this race so far. They might not change tyres at all, to be fair. I only changed early because of the flat spots. I think I came out in time though, because I don't know when the next pit stop lands. If it's still dawn, I'm not sure this race. I never got far enough to tell you the answer to that, but yeah. The leader is nearly 2 minutes round the track. That strikes me as they're going to box this lap. I'm still going to catch a few tail end cars here. But let's see if I can lose less time. Little hello and goodbye. Updated Le Mans. I need to track the changes. I'm probably gonna make a film about new Le Mans because I made one on the old one, and it's been updated a couple of times since. So what are your favorite changes? Because I would like to go and I'm gonna do like a track cam around it. And on the YouTube front, I make like cinematics, or I used to anyway. I calmed it down a bit the last couple of years. I'd like to make a new one. Anyway. Right, these guys are in the thick of the GTs now, I believe. Tail ends. Time for me to get some lap time back. Not braking enough though. We've kept P5 despite the woes. More detail through the P curves. Okay, cool. I filmed like the Ferris wheel last time, so I need to go get cameras on it. Oh, is that a yellow? Seems to have gone. Oh my, who's that? That was an LMP, right? I'm going too fast through here to dare look away, but that, I think we just got a freebie. We did. Oh, P4. And we caught the car ahead a little bit. I'm going to say that's traffic, though. And this is where we see if my pit stop did any good. Cheers, mate. I think they're being nice. Please stay to the side there. Yeah. Wasn't sure if to go left or right there. Left is better for me, but the GT could have stayed left. So that was a bit of a gamble. That didn't really do me any good for time, but I guess it's the same. When did the GTs pit? Are they still going to pit? Maybe I didn't skip them. I thought I had a better plan than that. But anyway, guys, the podium is just up the road. We have a chance here. Look at Lambert's tyres. Oh god, this is bad for me. This is not good for me, but it all evens out. Could have just done with catching them on the exit, not at the apex, because they were both a lot slower than our speed through there. I've got a healthy gap though. The tyre change was perfect in terms of just feeling better in the car again. Damage feels limited. 2 ahead of fighting, because that guy is now second. So the dude I was ahead of is now second. This could get interesting. And it's a 30-second gap, which was like 10 to 15 seconds before we got whacked. I think the leader didn't change tyres either. So Lambert's tyres, what did you spot? I can't see Lambert now, I don't think. This doesn't look good ahead of me, though. All over the road. Oh, there's Joe ahead of them, though. Friendly viewer. Diagonal wets? Lovely. Maybe they used more tyres than they intended. Oh, no. Right, Joe, can I get past you or not? Is this sensible? I think we're going to do it. Yo, Joe. I'm not going to flash again because this guy will think I'm hassling. Hopefully that was fine for them, though. Horrible lap for GTs, though. What in the no pace is going on here? Is that just GT speed, or is that the guy struggling? That was a bit of a shock there. I think that was just speed contrast. Oh well. We've given up all the time this lap, now we can try and gain some back. Those lap times ahead did not look great. You think, yeah, that's just the speed contrast? Well, good to know. I think you take it for granted in this P2, because it's not fast in a straight line, but it is rapid on the downforce corners. I'm glad I didn't try and go inside there, though. I think that's the single worst corner to be overtaken in a GT. Well, I could have waited there. I don't think it's the worst thing for him to flash me there. I probably could have waited. These don't have the acceleration that I think they have, whereas the ELMS P2 would have got that easy. Hey Cam, what's up? Alright. No mistakes now. Eight seconds to the next car, 11 to second. Let's go. Competitive car? Let's have a look at the top three in our class here. I've seen a few different cars go around, like, looking good. Porsche seems solid. I don't know if it's the strongest. I think Porsche's just popular. I've seen a Lexus running in the top 5 nearly, top 6 in this one. I'm just catching P3, so let's have a look. Trying to think who was leading yesterday's race in GT. I've got this feeling some people are making the vet work well, but I don't think that's easy to drive fast. So it depends if you're looking for like predictable good car that doesn't try to kill you to be fast, or like willing to take the risk. Alright, second place is also up the road. I like the Ferrari and it has a better gear ratio now. So if you like the car, I would say that's your best bet. Easy. Go with the car you're enjoying. It used to suffer on acceleration, and I haven't tested it at Le Mans since, but I think it's less bad now. However, yeah, I think I only drove it at Daytona. But I think that's one of my favorite cars on braking and rotation. So, like, if you make the Ferrari good, then you've chosen the right car, Cam, to be honest. But, yeah, you'll know in the race if it's got any, like, weaknesses you can't overcome, then there you go. Got a Porsche here in the top 3 as well. So I think they're consistent. Well, that's the first time I've been able to try that, but I got there a bit late, so I had to compromise my exit a lot there. I don't think I affected them too much. It's always a leap of faith the first time you do it. Haha. I had to think for a sec when you said Andre, yeah. I just, 9k is burned in my head, you know. Oh, horrible that. Wait, how did I lose that much? just traffic? Okay, now I am actually catching the podium. And if I get up to pace, I don't know if I can claw back P2. These guys did not change tires based on coming out of the pits several seconds further up the road. Whereas I changed left sides after being... Unfortunately, I got hit in a braking zone by a car who is now a minute behind me, so bad luck. Is that a Lambo? Is that a Lambo? Yeah, running well. We actually have a podium on here. And then we got the leader. That looks very Lexus shaped from this far away, but it's kind of hard to tell. Yeah, I think that's a Lexus ahead. I think it depends if you like front engine vibes or not. LMU, I think, is quite a safe pair of hands in most front engine cars. Not necessarily fast out the box, but they allow you to push. Something like the Ferrari you can actually learn to be super quick in. It has its own, like, a little bit of a tweak to the driving style and the care that you need and stuff. My little toe. Right. I'm gonna need to speed up soon. Like I'm lagging behind a bit here. I'm slipping back just with like conceding time in traffic and not quite hitting my brake markers. Ooh, that was actually a cut. Actually cut it. Alright, I can do 7 more laps if I don't overuse fuel. Lift while I'm being overtaken anyway. Do the save. Wait, cheater who? What? Who be cheating what? Oh, the cut? I already forgot. I was like, what? I'm not cheating. Yeah, I cheated the corner, I did. Alright, we're catching again. We are catching. Podium is on. And now I'm really curious, do these drivers think they can triple stint tires comfortably? Probably. The wear is not that bad. But will it come back to me slightly over the race, having stronger left sides? I don't know. will they do a change in the last stop? And if they do, they're giving up time that they gained earlier, so... I don't know what we're up against here. Hey Trent, what's up? Thank you wherever you're watching today. We have reinvigorated the YouTube live feed as well. Thank you if you catch the feed. Trying to go one better than yesterday where we didn't actually keep the car alive. Next plan is to start showing the lap times I know I can do, because that will give me a fight for second. Oh, you got... Okay, let's just... that's 2 accounts in 2 days of people getting kicked from servers. Let's just say... Let's enjoy what we can in case we have the same fate. I'm sorry to hear that, though. It has been a known issue for a few, I think. It came around a lot at Daytona where the entire server would crash, whereas what I'm hearing is just individual people are having the issue. Oh, you're hearing Split crashed? This is why they wanted to rearrange the Daytona date and bring Spa forward, because Daytona really brought out a lot of those kinds of issues, you know? So I kind of understand why Daytona's getting held off a little bit. If they haven't. I did hear there is some kind of a fix this week though. No idea if that's going to be related to what you guys are getting in these splits, but... Oh, okay, well then Trent, you won't lose anything though if the server disappeared. You only lost the time you gave it, I guess, which is still a big oof, but... At least you know you're not the only one. It's good to have some solidarity in these nightmare moments. Yeah, if I'd had any sign of it yesterday, I would have not done today, hands down. Easy decision. The kind of driving I've been up against in LMU lately, and it's no different in any sim, it's not unique to LMU. But I've just been like, nah, I've really got to like the combo, and I've really got to want to do it at the moment. There's too many on-track or server-related things that could get in the way. So I've got to be slightly prepared to just disappear, you know? And hopefully we won't. Hey, a green delta? Are we waking up now? With 1 hour and 20 to go. Let's go. And I would like to get 5 more laps after this one so I don't go too far out of sync. Okay, was it you talking about the physics desync you were getting? Did you get any luck with your settings changes? What? Tell me if I'm confusing someone. I think it was you telling me that, right? You were getting the old traveling in slow motion vibe. Yeah. Yes, if there are lag spikes over the server, that's usually a sign that the server itself is about to give up, but some people, basically their system is not computing the physics efficiently enough, and you end up moving in slow motion because of it. The reason it only happens at Le Mans is it's the grid number's higher, and the amount of track, I guess. The amount of landscape that you're navigating is twice any other circuit, so... You can control C, I think, to see a purple bar in the sim, and if you see that bar maxing out, that is the sign that your physics engine side is like self-destructing, and that basically the system is bottlenecking. So if you want a visible idea that it might be happening, I think it's Control C when you're in the sim. Oh no, Joe's in chat. What happened? No. I hope you're only in the pits, not completely out. Did you get taken? No, Joe was like, hey, you want to join me today? Now we don't get to wave past again. Hopefully my pass was okay for you as well, but it sounds like you've had a bigger thing to worry about by now. Sorry, dude. Right, slight lift now. Let's see, how far off am I to 5? I'm at 4.9 laps. I would have to do 6 litres a lap to get 5 laps now. Give it a go and see if my pace is still good. If I'm losing pace, it's probably not worth it. A little bit of lift and coast can be done without much time loss. Just have to brake a little later. So if 2 tyres ahead, I come out 1 second away from podium. BMW driver on the M4 spun you out? Which part of the track? Sorry, dude. I posted an Instagram clip of my Daytona start where I was 3 wide and I got, like, just unlucky and got spun around. But in that incident, there was I think it was like the Hymo livery, the LMP2, just drove through me the entire time that I was holding my brakes. They just kept throttling through me at low speeds. It was the most baffling reaction to a crash I've ever seen. Like, they actually caused me more damage than the incident itself because I don't know what they were trying to do, but it wasn't smart. It's like they were trying to bulldoze me out the way and it failed. My relative? Hopefully we're good. I guess we should be ready for a self-destruct of the server though. As long as we're still live, as long as I'm still driving, we'll keep it going. D3 just decided to get some pace. I don't know what woke them up, but they just decided to drive away 2 seconds, so... Interesting. Relative looks okay now. Second stint traditionally is my worst stint. Fully accelerated to your... Oh, wow. Nice. Was it for position? I was much faster than... Well, not faster, but I held good speed there. Thanks for waiting anyway. Did it force you to retire? I'm assuming yes, because you've been in chat long enough that you won't be going back out. I think that's a genuine name as well. That is a genuine name. That's a driver I remember from a team that used to do a lot of iRacing collabs. I don't think I ever drove with them, but they were on the same crew. Yeah. So I don't think it's a meme either. That's what I mean. Okay, 1 hour 15. We're almost home. I'm gonna try and get 3 more laps out of this stint. I think. Or, I don't know. Maybe I should just have been full push there. And then, you know, I say full push and I'll lock up, so. Who am I kidding? Hey Flo, take 2. Yeah. And we had a tricky lap 1, but avoided everything. Conceded positions only, and then got them back. And we were having the race of our lives in the top, like, 5 or 6. Until, unfortunately, the car behind me forgot to brake. Even though I was going to let them go, because they were really quick. So I was just waiting for them to pass me, really. They forgot to brake. And they sent me into mole sand, so I have damage, but we missed the wall. I put 2 fresh tyres on at the first stop to get rid of some of the vibration, some of the washing machine. So I've lost time to cars for the tyre change. So we'll see what happens in the second stop, where I don't think I'll change anything. I'll just keep going. Oh, that wasn't how you take that corner. Welcome in there, mate. And that's what we're hoping, Flo. No! 2 of you have retired in this... I need to hang in there now. 2 of you have retired in the same 10 minutes. Sorry, Nave. Alright, focus Porsche curves. Also, good news if you saw yesterday. Unless I make a horrible driver error, I'm much happier through the Porsche curves on average. So despite getting hit and taking an early tyre swap, there's a lot left in this race if we stay where we are and go forward. Right, fuel check, 2.9. I've got 6.1 a lap target. So I do need to lift. Is it worth it though? I mean, I'm lifting now because I'm following a hypercarb. That aside, yeah, the setup work yesterday was good. I've gone 1 click higher on wing to be safe than yesterday, even with the setup change. So yeah, much better. I just haven't hit the lap times I was hitting yesterday because I got down to 36s. And I haven't found that here today, but who knows? We are on race fuel, we've been hit, and I'm trying to stay alive. I guess all of that factors in a little bit. Very, very clean race. Almost. Compared to yesterday. How did you lose your wheel? Was it just an off-ski? I keep threatening to catch the podium car, but... Right, if I do 2 more, we box lap 22, and then 16 laps from the finish, roughly. Maybe 17. It doesn't matter if I don't make the extra lap, but it seems like a waste seeing as I've got it in the tank. Go, go, go. And give me tow, please. Can we make it to the daylight this time? If I get lift and coast right, I actually get nicer exits because I'm just calmer through the apex. Good timing. Very nice. Beware of understeer. Nah, it's fine. This is where the P2s really show their, like, capability, because the hypers have nothing on them until now. And now they'll drive away, but... yeah, I think I can do 2 more laps. Just do some concentrated saving. 38 ahead. I lost time with the slightly slower sector there. That's the pace I'm gonna need. Going 1 extra? Yeah, surely. I guess it's buying myself a shorter stop at the end if I get the fuel right. So yeah, 1 lap further into the race. Slightly warmer track to come back out on. A lot of things could be different by going 1 lap, but it is costing me short term because I'm losing track of 3rd without the real push pace. Simmons behind just did a 37. Maybe this is not the ideal stint of the race to save, but we'll work with it. We've got traffic anyway, look, so. That's where saving is golden, because, you know, I'm not going to make time until the exit. That actually worked out really well, even with a lift. We got a good exit and a tow there. So if we can save without really giving up any more time, we're golden. Crazy how much more confident I am at lower apex speeds. Like, my exits are always better. Nice. Alright, here comes the big tell. Will they triple stint tires? I don't blame them if they do, because unless they've had an incident, tires are generally quite forgiving here. My unchanged tires are only at 82% each, and they're not too hot. So do you think they'll triple? I've got a feeling we're going to have to make this time back on the road now. I've still got 1 bad tire because I get the vibrations down the straights. I can't do anything about that. Brake enough, come on. Come on, same old problem. I seem to fear my brake pedal at low speeds. Okay, curbs are not to be rolled over because they are glue. Okay, solid enough. I'm really gonna need final stint pace. Music loud enough, by the way? I feel like I've turned it down a bit too much. You hear it? I wonder if it's a bit louder for you guys. Cool. Hey, if you prefer non-music driving feeds, YouTube won't have the soundtrack, so got you covered. Where are you going, sunshine? Why is it my existence in the mirror caused you to have the mother of all overspeeds? It exists. Good. Alright, in this lap, keep the fuel save up. Check for tires. I don't need any tires. Hey, bump. Good to see you again. I'm trying to right the wrongs of yesterday. No change. I'm trying to think which playlist this is on. I triggered one today. I think it was a Fred Again Spotify radio type playlist. Now it's probably just kind of jamming off that theme. It's already maxed out, or I would turn it up my end. But I gotta tab out to do that, and we know that tabbing out to do anything is not the way. Okay, in this lap, I'm staying within a second of delta while lifting. Just don't tab out. Don't touch the music. Not now, not with an hour to go. The fuel always looks scary at this point because the use is so high back here, but you should be on point. I don't lock up. Yeah, fool. No need. I'm gonna need these tires for the last stint. Well, no, it's not the last stint, the last full stint. Alright, well, we've kept this guy to less than 10 seconds and the other guy to 17. It's not been my strongest stint. But we've stayed where we need to be. Might as well lift, because this guy is going to be awkward. Thank you. I could have waited, but I caught him way too soon. Plus, I don't know if he's going into pits, which would screw me right up. Okay. Just fuel, don't repair. We have got damage, I can't do anything about that. Oh no, look at the pit lane. Oh no. Flash the lights like crazy. Good. Right, I've pit on the same lap as the two ahead of me. I'm pretty sure, didn't I go in one before them? Didn't I just claim a lap back there? So, if they don't lose time to me, they are triple stinting tires. So I've brought myself back into strat, even though I lost some time doing it. Who knows if that'll pay off, but... Also, pit lane could still do pit lane things. I've seen clips of, like, cars being turned into each other when this happens. Like, it's a bit of a mess at the moment. Hopefully none of that, though. Come on. Those two are already going. I don't think they've changed tyres at all, but let's see. I think we're clear. I think... I think they've triple stinted. Because we are... Wait, what? Let's wait for the Delta. I'm confused at the moment. Has someone short-fueled? So the car that was 10 seconds ahead is now 20 seconds ahead and chasing... How have I lost time? Surely that's a split fuel stint then for P5. Which is quite an interesting strat, because maybe now they're going to try and run together. Like, I don't know. Maybe they got a huge idea for a strat there. Let's see if they box in about 6 laps time. Good. In my sense, I can do 12 or 11 now. It doesn't matter. I think now it's just go. What I've got to hope is the GT3s are going to pit. I don't know where they are in their strat at this point. Joe might know, but he might also be on track. So. The lucky outcome for me here is the GT's box this lap. They'll have only done, what, 22, 21 laps? Not sure. Right, heavy car, but let's start picking up the pace. We've actually not lost any time. Simmons, I think, needs the box, but is flying. P2 needs to box, I think. So we'll know in a lap or two's time, unless those guys are doing a mega job and trying to save a ton of fuel. It's always depressing when the fastest car in the lead is saving the most fuel. Well, that's what it is. These soft lockups are so annoying. Let's be more careful. Because I feel like I'm slightly missing a braking point, and then the lockup just makes sure. Alright, Simmons in the pits. Alright, back to daylight. Good morning, everyone. Let's not go off there. The night phase is over, so now in theory the track should come back to us a bit. Struggled there. Heavy car, I'm gonna have to get the momentum. Right, yeah. Cars in the pits. So let's say the car ahead of me short fueled. P3 now. I need to make all the time in the world that I can on them, despite the fuel difference, so that they don't turn that into some kind of advantage at the end. If I can not lose time while they're on a lighter fuel load, then they're gaining nothing and they have to pit. Probably have to put more fuel in to get to the end, so we'll see. Car feels alright. A driver called Puyol is mouthing off at everyone in the game chat. Whatever they're saying is being, like, censored by the game. Ooh. Yellow? Time loss ahead? I need to pay attention. I was too busy watching the cars off track there. I'll take the warning, because that took my eye out. completely. Roth is beefing in chat as well. Who else getting an earful here? Guys, this just got a little interesting. If I hadn't cut the track, I'd be ahead of both of them by now, I think, but... equally, I could have just driven into a huge crash. Right, the short fueler is now in P5. The podium just opened up, and we are 2 seconds away. Meanwhile, the leader's in the pits. Now, I remember this driver was behind me at the start of the race, but a bit quicker. It wasn't the driver who clattered us, but this driver caught me after that incident and passed me, so they were quick. But I've had a fresher set of left side tyres. They've triple stinted, as far as I can tell. What's up, Mark? Hey, man. Wait, Mark's here. We're going to crash. This one's for Mark! Alright, we're alive. Big dramas this lap if you've just joined. Instead of chasing the podium, we're now on the podium, and it looked like P2 and 3 got together. After P3, short fuel to get up to that part of the race. So many things going on here. Oh, I'm not going to make it, am I? I think I'm going to have to wait here. This sucks, but it's... okay, well, bye! It's very generous of you. I didn't see it coming. I am so glad I lifted, though. If I gone side by side, can you imagine? Never mind. Oh, never mind. It does solve itself. You got P4? Hang on, I haven't read your comment properly. Let me get off these horrible curves. I want to know what you were driving. Was a good one with a horrible... I ran a horrible set too. Yesterday. I couldn't hold on to this LMP2 in the Porsche curves, even though I drove it for 4 hours at the weekend. Horrible feeling. So, I feel you, but good job actually keeping the car alive there. No, LMP2s feel really wrong. I think something's happened. The aggressive set even from Coach, I'm fully accepting I wasn't good enough to drive it. Like, I'm not blaming the set by default, but I just had a really hard time. And that doesn't happen to me anywhere. So I had to go much safer. So maybe there's something about the track, the grip, or the LMP2 that's like... wait, what? 2 seconds? Wait, what time have you set then? Because he's done a 34 in, not necessarily in a stream session, but in like Delta, I've seen him do a 34, because I was comparing. What time have you done? Nah, man, you're here to ruin my day, okay? I got within 2 seconds of Jardier and considered that was like a good enough improvement for one day. I went down from 39s to 36s yesterday after retiring from the race itself. And I retired because I couldn't hang on to the car. It wasn't the right setup for me. I got it all wrong. Oh. Sorry. Streamer reading. Sorry, yeah. Dude, we did the same thing. Nice. I was 39s down to 36s. I haven't quite broken through the braking barrier yet, which is where all my time is being lost. Especially once I'm in the race and I'm trying not to die. Or in this case, we fighting for P2 and we're back within 31 seconds of the lead. I think the leader's got it, by the way. I'm starting to suspect they might try and not even do one more stop. Or they'll do the last minute box, but that's not our race for now. We're fighting for podium, but I don't want to do what those guys did ahead of me and die trying, because they just gave up the podium. So. But I agree. I tried an aggressive set, which I always do in a hyper. Never really ghosts me that badly. And I felt like I couldn't drive. I realized I made a horrible mistake yesterday. Now we're going to have the fight of our lives here, I think. I've just got to decide when I want to engage the fight, or do I follow for a while and try and... Ooh! I had to be so careful there because the GT has a critical point where they need to start transitioning left, and you as a prototype are still kind of hooking right, and you can cause the biggest crash in the world there, even if you're not trying to do it. I've been the victim of that before, so it kind of stays in my head now. This is a good sign, I should have better tyres than this car. And they got unlucky in traffic anyway. But he was quicker on equal tyres, so we'll see how it shakes out. Looks like his car's starting to fade a little. Or he's got some damage. Fuel saving? I don't know. I don't want to think about too much and then not go racing at this point. Yeah, I see what you mean. It's possible. It's not priority though. I could just pass him 3 wide. There is always that option. We could just do that. Do the exact opposite of what Flo said. Now we're going to get hit. This is the problem. I've already been hit like this. I don't trust this guy at all. No, he moved left, it's fine. I did not want to be rear-ended there. I've seen it done so many times. I had it done to me at Laguna by a lapped car. It's so easy to do to people. Alright, can I brake this car? That's the next strat. Can I actually brake them? I don't care about fuel at the moment. I did my save last stint and that was risky. Let's get clear. Unfortunately, I got the worst exit there because I had to wait on the power. So, this is where I got murdered last time. Right, this is the critical braking zone where people tend to get it wrong. Nearly got hit again. But this driver seems to have a better control of their left foot. I pointed the car in there to try and avoid any outbraking. But now I need, like, that GT has given him the toe back. Now I need to just hold my nerve here. Nah, he's relaxed. I respect it. Exits, exits, exits. Now we're gonna get traffic. Traffic's about to undo me, and then we've got warning driver ahead who's been mouthing off all race. So warning driver in GT is to be avoided. This might be okay. This might be okay. Yep, yep, yep. Woo! I needed that. Couldn't wait one apex unless it was dangerous. I needed that break. I do respect that guy for not sending me on the brakes though. He had the option. He had the option to clatter me. And it's happened a lot. And we've got 8 laps in the tank. All of this can be done right now. I actually going to use a tiny bit of lifting to stay stable now, because if I overshoot corners, that's when I give up the time. Tiny bit of saving and good exits, I think I can put away. So yeah, I used Chard's data in Delta yesterday to get quicker, and now I'm trying to get back to that pace in the race. Oh, we're in a fuel car, aren't we? Not an energy car. I never use shifting. I never think about shifting because of VE. Before the circle goes red, okay, do we still get good power? Like good drive? To be fair, I don't really care about saving at this point. I kind of want to just have a good stint and make a gap now. Because I think I've got the advantage. I've already pulled a second. And I'm equal to the leader. If we weren't hit today, we got hit. If you missed it, we got hit into Mulsanne. Someone made a braking mistake and gave the place back, but they shunted us off. I wonder where we would be. Right, lift for traffic. Try not to get a bad exit. Maintain my advantage. Nice. That'll do. Okay, less revving. Copy. I'll try it down here if I get it right. Still revving. This has no ratio though. This has no gear ratio. Like it's revving anyway. But yeah, I guess it would manage fuel slightly. We're catching the leader, but they've got such a huge gap. I think they might be heavy fuel saving, you know, to do a no stop to the end. Hello? Hello, car? Oh. I did not brake. Come on, back to rhythm, back to rhythm. Stop fucking around, dude. Jeez. We got past Puyol anyway. No drama. Oh, the first one. Wait. No, Mark's confused me now. Which one like switch? Are you saying rev out the P2 one? Or is that the one you're better off with a little short shift? Traffic has not been great, I'll be honest. Like, not been great. I've just lost time again. Let's try and get a rhythm back and stop cutting the corners, man. What are you doing? But this car has no revs. Like, I mean, I'm not really losing much delta, so fair. I just feel like I feel like I'm F1 shifting it. Let's see now. Nah, I'm just going backwards in a straight line, man. No way. I don't like it myself, even if it's the correct thing to do. It feels absolutely disgusting. And now I'm fucking less than a second from this dude. I was clear. How have I lost that much to traffic? Frustrating me. Right, we have clean air, but I'm going to lose time at this chicane if I don't lift, so. Save now. Ah, we're good. Easy. Take the toe. Dude, I'm desperate to know how much time we actually lost to the incident. Clink has got this covered though. They've got their pace back. Let's go. Disaster clap? No, man, you're just talking about my race. I bet I spun more times than you. Oh, I nearly just spilled my drink. That would have been so sad. I don't like braking in an LMP2. I'm trying to get better at it. I'm just gonna accept that I don't like it. I don't brake enough, and then I try and brake too much. All in the braking zone. Bad habit. So what happened that made it feel disastrous? Did you just do me and like have zero faith in the car the whole time? And feel like you've never driven the sim before kind of feeling? Finally braking, there we go. Finally. Didn't get a quali lap in, same. Battled to P3 in a couple of laps, spun into T4, nice. I spun in the Porsche curves early. Had a massive flat spot, accidentally changed lefts. Mate, don't watch the VOD of yesterday because you'll be like, mate, you copied my race. I can tick those off with you there, and so I appreciate how that felt. I'm actually surprised I came back on today. I was gonna give myself a day off the sim, it was that bad. Oh well. Take the warning, I got some safety net now. Now is the time, if I can, to get some pace, just in case the leader is trying really hard to save, or I don't know, does something a bit stupid, gets unlucky. I think I did a sub 40. Gotta be careful on the second curb of that chicane, it can hook you. You at least need that to happen. Right, this is our time, come on. I missed the apex. This is not our time. Oh, they're stuck in the pits. My Thursday night league race, I clobbered someone's car corner because it pointed me straight out, but into the car that was stationary ahead of me, and I had no idea. So I just drove out thinking I was good. Yeah, I had a massive damage. It's unreal that, isn't it? Am I right that's something connected to the new netcode system, or no? Right, signed up for another Daytona. 07. Enjoy the damage. This time take less damage. We believe in you. Yeah, I think that's the problem. Although in my case, I guess I was stuck behind another car that had pulled in, so it would have happened. But yeah, the angle was all wrong, or the spacing was all wrong because they're trying to obviously get enough cars in the pit lane. I'm sure it's mission impossible to solve. I'll tell you what, an hour ago, this race, we had the top 7 all in the same piece of track. The last stint has really made people suffer. Only the top 4 are like at pace now, like where they want to be. Why do I keep thinking I broke too early there? I'm still missing apex. Careful curbs. This car loves to grip the curbs. Shall I go for 5 laps or nah? I have to lift a fraction if I do. I'm at 5 now. Oh, I'm going to invalidate. You idiot. Oh, and he went orange? Sure. Do I lose this lap? No, it looks like I keep this lap. You reckon go that extra lap or just push? They are, mate. They are. I absolutely hate them. Who didn't? What do you mean put Rose into a wall? What? Trying to make me crash? Oh, jeez. Why is every GT loose? Jeez. Oh, the road. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I get you now. Yeah. It's good that I didn't, even though you were jesting that I should. Man, that would have been awkward, hey? It's like, oh, I'll tap your mate and get banned. And then you're like, oh, by the way, it wasn't that driver. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I got you. I hate the track limits. I don't think strict is a more fun environment to race in. At all, ever. Can live with it, obviously, like, learn to live with it, but I don't enjoy it. Yeah, normal just does the job. And alright, if there's one that's feeling like people might exploit it, just focus per track limit, like, alright, we'll flag these ones and in the future they'll get ironed out. Tracks evolve every year, man, like, I thought I was gonna miss that then. That shows how much I'm not using of the brakes. Like, every year, drivers get briefed on, you know, well, this year track limit in turn 17 is this. You may remember it used to be this. Do you remember that year at Spa that the final corner had no exit track limits? I think it was a GT race, or I don't think it was F1, but like, people kicked up a right fuss about that. No locking up though. We're not gonna brake like a champ and then just lock the car and die. It's not worth it. Yeah. There it was. There it was. I tried. Well, the upbeat news of the day is I'm leveling with the leader in this race. I've just not got the outright pace to play catch up. On another day, without getting muscled around on lap 1 and losing a ton of time and getting punted, you never know. You never know what could have happened. He's only doing 40s, man, but he's probably saving so much fuel now. I took first because I got punted and got flat spots. That's why I'm damaged. So I did 2 tires left side first stop and then left it alone. Interestingly, I am hauling on people who triple stinted. So I think if you're going to triple stint, you really need to look after them early. I think the drivers who tripled around me pushed early and took maybe more out of them than they realized, because P3 has just had an incident. He's now P4. They were ahead of me not long ago. So it's obviously getting a lot harder to stay on top of the car. Maybe that explains why so many people are not with the lead group anymore. Alright, 6, 12, 18, 24... 26 litres. Oh, I don't know whether to bother saving. I think I'm just gonna sprint. I'm just gonna sprint and take the pain. But if driver ahead thinks he's got the fuel to finish, there's nothing I can do anyway. Exactly. So it's like counterintuitive. Do you take them early to navigate that? For me, that was the only strat that made sense because of the damage and I was getting heavy washing machine vibes down the straight, you know. Tell you what, Melistas behind me, he's been consistently a few seconds back at any point in the race. He's just come through to a podium by staying smooth. Ah. That's a good point. What temp are we at on track? We've got a relatively hot track now. At least they got rid of the horrible tyre temp. So, come on! We nearly just lost our race to that. That was a former top 4. That car is stationary. I have no one up. You guys see that? Was I just late to see it, or did that like pop in? Maybe I was just, you know, slightly distracted, but to me that guy just popped out of nowhere. Pace is good, but I think the leader's doing enough. Was I? I just happened to glance. I was going to look at brake temps. So technically Mark's fault again. Yeah. Technically Mark's fault there. Despite the scare, I'm back into the 38s though, and I know I can do quicker. I can do 3 more laps. It's probably worth it, seeing as I'm that close. Yeah, you got a point. Doesn't mean it's not your fault. Actually, it's your fault I'm shit at multitasking. Yeah. $9K, fair enough. Nah, rest up, man. You need your brain on for this one. It feels as long as it is, if you know what I mean. This doesn't pass quickly. This feels like a long-ass race. We are catching the leader, but surely not enough now. That's where the setup needs a bit of love. Just low speed rotation without trying to hook the curves, I think. Then I'll be happy. "26 seconds. Are they fuel saving that hard? I can only think that's why I'm catching them. I think the chicanes are my weak spots. Yeah, fair dues. Nah, man. Chill before you, yeah. Hey, Joe's back out on track. Nice. I thought Joe had retired. GT3. Every time I start to nail the braking, I ruin my exit. I'm getting there. We've got 4 seconds on this car. It's not going to be enough for 24 to go. But let's start planning a pit stop. I should expect 39 laps, right? Even if it doesn't go 39. Does anyone think it will go 40? At Le Mans, it's quite a big lap, isn't it? So that's no... That's no small feat to go 1 extra. 39 is reliable, thank you. So 2 to go, 33, 34. I need 5 laps. Which would be 30 something. I'll check my fuel use to be sure. I think if I go like 6.5, 5 laps, we'll have good maths there. So 33 litres. Yeah, it's always the hypers, isn't it? Maybe we'll keep an eye on it. In case they're gonna fluke something, but... Seeing as it's on the brink, I'm hoping 39 is reliable right now. Fuel is 6.3 actually at this pace. I have to do heavy lifting now if I want the extra lap. I don't know if I care enough. I have marginal lifting to do. It's not going to be hard. Do the extra. Or nearly scuffed the exit. We're okay. Why? Yeah, I suppose. It's just the 1 lap extra, isn't it? So I just need to go up. If I'm gonna lift and not lose delta, we're doing okay, but... If I go 1 extra lap, I get a better idea of the final lap count. But I know for a fact the leader will go in after me because they've been saving all race. And that's probably why I've caught them. Good. I'm lifting and going as quick. This shows the tempo I've lost overnight. I was 37s and 6s yesterday, and I haven't found that today. But that's alright for now. That's how I could have won the race, is to find that pace. .40 on lap 33. So yeah, 34 if I went lap 34, which would give me a couple of litres at the line. I've currently got 35 in the stop. Sounds about right? Let's just make sure I get to the line with enough safety, otherwise I need to box this lap and turn it up to 40 litres like Mark says. Very safe, so maybe 33, because that's like the 0.3 times 5. Yeah, that covers the 0.3 over 5 lap. But I'm managing to not lose lap time on average whilst doing a bit of coasting, so 6.5, 6.4. 6.3, nice. I only have to save a fraction. We got this. Flashy, flashy, flash. There we go, saved again, lost no time. There's definitely something wrong with my push pace. It's definitely my braking, to be honest. Slowed down too much. I'm watching this GT. Right, 33 liters. Yeah, it is. That's true. I'll go 34. Give myself a tiny bit of margin. Yeah. What I did it to originally was 6.5s. 5 laps of 6.5. So 32.5 is that push pace. So 34 should be good, right? Should leave me a tiny bit left. Forgot to lift because I'm talking. Come on, brain. Do better. All I can hope is Clink takes too many track limits, has a bad pit entry, stumbles in traffic. They've done none of that this race. They have been clean, and they deserve to be where they are. I don't really want to wish a hard time on that driver, but it's kind of what it's going to take for me to really see them now. The biggest hope I have is they're trying the biggest fuel save of their lives, and they make it by 1 lap too few, and they have to box anyway. That would be my best chance of like an unlikely recovery here if I don't screw up, obviously. Okay, don't run out of fuel. No tires, no repairs, and then I'll do a big lift through the Porsche curves just to make sure we get home. Because this would be a big throw to run out of fuel. Bit of time lost, but Clink is not flying either. Wait, 4, because we do use fuel in the pit lane, I think. Unlike V. Alright, 34 litres, 5 laps. If it goes 40, then we're cooked, and I don't know what I can do. Have faith. Have faith. Melistas is going 1 extra. Yeah, hopefully got the fuel to push now. If I haven't, then my maths is terrible. Lonely pit stop, that's kind of good. Melistas did a 40, so my pay... Oh. Just let me go! I hate this rotation when you're in an empty pit lane. It feels so unnatural. So Melistas maybe in this lap or the following. They can't have much more than that over me. Right, I have clean air for a moment. I think I've skipped a bunch of GTs there. Didn't come out in trouble. Alright, thanks Flo, appreciate it. Good luck mate, good luck. We are 4 laps. I hope the count doesn't go 40. If this count starts dicking around, I swear to you. Well, there you go. The hypercar leader right now, they might have to pit, is there. So we'll soon be able to know how many hypercar laps are left. We should probably just wait. Yeah, slight lifts to bring the tires back up. I am 1 minute 20 off the leader, who will do a last minute stop. Or he's going to bring it home like a miracle worker. Yeah, Payne has to pit. So lead hypercar is coming out of the Mulsanne. Onto the Mulsanne. So we'll keep an eye where they cross the line. That will tell us a lot about the remaining laps. They're also likely to pass me if that's the true leader behind. And I'm driving like an ass. Come on. I can't see them yet, but they are within the same piece of track as me. So we'll go 1 lap further down, which is good. Hey LB, what's the clip? Sadly can't see it from here. Thanks. Fucking auto lockup. So dumb. Alright, calm. Let's say Melistas comes in this lap. They will fuel for 1 lap less, but I don't think that would be critical enough. And I don't think you can fuel any less than I have, because the lap count is there. If anything, they'll use my fuel as the marker for when they pit. Oh no, they can't, because we don't have virtual energy. And you can't see my fuel. Never mind. Oh yeah, the pop-up P2? Yeah. Thanks. That scared me really, really badly for a moment there. That would have been race ending if I had looked away. Yeah, I was going to say, Mark was like gaslighting me into saying I was bad at multitasking. I see what you did. So it looked like it popped in a bit? Okay, cool. Wow, that's my next Instagram shill. And I'll put the surprise, motherfucker. Easy. Hey, YouTube enjoyers, we are live there today. I don't know if this stream has caught on today, but appreciate you if you are there. Right, back to seconds. Now the question of what the leader's plan is. Are they going to actually do it without the pit stop? They've got a nice gap if they need to slow down. Alright, P2's not at risk from... Listus there. Okay, here we go, the home stretch. After yesterday's suffer, I'm actually a little bit surprised to be here. I think I went silent for a whole sector after that. Just made a horrible noise and then just didn't say anything. Oh no, fighting GTs, 11th and 12th. They could be the end of our race yet. If I don't cock up, they might. I am so glad if we can just wrap up a P2 here. But we haven't done it yet. LMU will be like, yeah, you qualified 6th and your car 3, so you don't deserve anything for this race, but, you know, fuck that. Actually, I need to watch my language. YouTube doesn't like it. I'm too foul-mouthed. Okay, guys. I'm going to give you the space to fight. Please remember to brake. That's all I'm asking. Please remember to brake. I'm turning early as well, just in case they clatter. Nah, they're smooth. They're fine. Chill. Now 9 and 10. Yeah, YouTube doesn't like human nature though. Oh, okay, leader's in. No drama. Like, there is nothing to say about that, but he'll do a super short stop. You never know. Is there any time lost? Any mistakes? Could they get a drive-through from just a lack of attention? I think they'll come out 30 seconds ahead of me, to be honest, and that'll be it. With the short stop. Because they are stopping for 3 laps. No! Not this again. Okay, just turn into me. Brilliant. I've made that pass all day long and I didn't get turned into. Did I go wide? Cool, thanks, man. As predicted, he's gained a ton of time in the pits anyway. And that was nearly death. Maybe I should have waited 2 corners, not 1. Maybe I should have just waited for the key passing point. But I did that earlier and had no beef. So thanks to that Beamer. Yeah. Yeah, maybe just didn't expect it. The thing is though, if I give you the first 2 apexes of the Porsche curves, I'm probably not giving you the 3rd one by then. Like, my acceleration was weak. So maybe, I intended to do that just to show the fans that I'm still human. And I wanted to see the BMW again. It's lucky I'm not 5 seconds behind. Do you know, I've been waiting for the car to do that all day because I did it in practice before I came on stream. Finally happened when I took my mind off the task. Finally happened. Hi BMW, it's me again. I came back just to... I just wanted to say I'm really sorry about the confusion. It was not part of my plan. I do apologize. Did I take too much curb, do you think? Imagine how spicy it would be if that contact with the Beamer had caused a puncture, slow puncture, and then I spun just after pits with a slow puncture. Well, it's not going to happen to the leader, but there's your proof that you're never really safe until you've got it home. I've just done it to myself this time. Alright, well, it's a 45-second home run ahead. Probably would have been 35 if I hadn't just kamikaze my lap. It took me 2 hours and 15 minutes before the first mistake, so we're improving. Next time, let's just not do that, though. Let's not give up P2 for nothing. The frustrating bit for me now is the leader has cleared the next batch of 6, like, 5 or 6, like, GTs. I've still got to deal with them. And these are the moments where you can kind of throw away a race. Or have it thrown away on your behalf if you're really unlucky. Our leader is catching a bunch of traffic though. That's all I can hope for now. Bit of unneeded beef. even Simmons DNF'd. We've got a good replay to watch soon though, guys. You may have to help remind me some of the events, but I know lap 2 had some early drama. I am still lapping quicker than the leader, but it's nowhere near enough. It's like a hyper's gonna catch me at the same time. Nah, I didn't think I cut there, did I? Don't particularly care, but... Alright, let's see if we can do a good lap. I only have 2 left. I actually want to set a lap I know I can do, and just haven't done. I screwed that little sequence up. Right, floor it, go. You did a 34? Oh, Rari Hyper had a big off. Is that behind me? Oh yeah, because this guy's catching me again. That's not good news for us. Nice, man, it counts. Please don't send me here. Actually, the hypers don't outperform us until acceleration, really. Yeah, one more to bring it home. This is a huge recovery from yesterday, where we didn't finish. I think we could have had the most entertaining fight for the lead if we got lucky today. Like, without unfortunate incident moment, and without me spinning, obviously, but... That is how it goes. Can't really complain. Got a nice little toe there. Give it back. Oh, I tried to go like as late as possible there. I didn't break enough. That's disappointing. Though, I'm not even sure I'm going to get the clean lap anyway. There's 3 or 4 GTs here. The last lap might be the lap to have some clean air. So let's be patient this lap. Get through as many as we can. The leader's still losing no time. So I've got nothing to throw away. Like, no reason to throw it away here. No, not another BMW into the Porsche curves. Not again. I'm gonna wait here. I'm just gonna really give space. Much better. Has to be the most committed undercut there, or it isn't, like you saw, it isn't worth it. Okay, get clear. Bring it home. One more. I want to say GG. This leader has not dropped a single lap. They've held it. Nearly cut. So annoying. I had to straighten the wheel and just calm the car then. Okay, what's Hyper gonna do? Hyper could ruin this lap. I don't know what their catching rate is. Please just pass me. Oh no, I think this is the worst timing I could ask for, isn't it? Oh, nice one. I owe you a beer, sir. I owe you a beer. That Peugeot has been a friendly the whole race, and now I get a tiny toe just to make up for my hesitation. Finally! Finally, I figured out how to carry speed. Can we drop a 37 at least, even on these old tyres? That will show how much pace I left on the road today. Still late shifting too much, to Mark's point earlier. Like I do over rev this car a lot. Bad habit. There's a 20-second gap to GTs, it might be okay. Come on. Come on, let's round this up with a good lap, please. Let's end on a good note. Then we'll go check some of these incidents and retirements. There's a lot to watch. No, he just did a 36.9, man. Ah, disgusting. Just to prove his point. Bring it home. Yeah, attrition's insane, isn't it, today? Bring it in. Get a better lap. Nice! Finish on a PB! And a P2. And a 37. With a little bit of time on the table. Ah, GG to the leader. Uncatchable today, no flaws. I think we did the best race we could with what we were given. Absolutely aced it after that. One spin. We can forgive that, I think. There we go, guys. I don't know if I've got the fuel. There we go. I don't think I had enough fuel to pick the car up on a wheel spin. I think it was dying. Ah, Simon, flawless drive. Well done. Everyone else could race. Got a puncture? Nice. It's now when you tell me, yeah, mate, it hadn't finished. You just quit a live race. GG. Oh my goodness. P2. Actually brought it home. Yeah, same as 3. I lost 2 in a test session, and it was impossible. Mission impossible, yeah. The only thing I couldn't do today was match my pace yesterday and get down to 36s. I just think I need confidence in the car. I need to hit that mark early in the race, so I believe I can do it and then keep doing it. Because I was pace-wise only one car retired that was like genuinely faster on their best lap. So yeah, the pace improvement was everything in that race. Let's have a look at the replay. If LMU doesn't give me some reward for that, I officially retire from the ranking system and don't ever want to be ranked again. I don't care. Just delete my rank. Allow me to be a wild card for the rest of my days. Literally not worth driving if you don't get rewarded for those results. All right, what do we need to look at from this race? We'll probably have a look at how Joe got helped off. Oh, that was tiring. I didn't feel it until the last lap. And then I was like, I want to set a PB before I stop. Like, use that last ounce of energy. I'm going to maybe change the sub chat situation on YouTube for you guys. I don't know if I can do it live. I probably can. I'll look into it. But thank you for watching there, as well as on Twitch. We've got a displeased Joe, which I don't really blame you. Shout out to Gazgub, who makes some of the liveries that I choose to run. This is a Gazgub, I believe. Can't really miss it. I'm struggling to remember the killer bullet points, but we'll do it quickly, and then I need to go and just like cool off. So, lap 1. Quick check of the field. I lost my chance at joining the lead battle straight away. Firstly, when this guy, I actually had loads of space. I just didn't trust it. So this guy got the move done. And then this car I found really awkward. This Rose driver, I think they had overlap. Yeah, I don't think I saw them. I don't think that was anything they should have done different. But I didn't think they were going to do that. But yeah, I turned in on them. They were there. Either way, that cost me all the momentum on lap 1. So I had to like... Ooh! But at least we didn't do that. This is the kind of move you don't want. This guy got a podium. But then again, this car left 0 space either. I don't know. 50-50 of like... Neither gave the other any space. This car can't really vanish, but he has no overlap either. Save, save, save. Oh my god, that's depressing. Okay, rough start. This driver did come back though. I'll give him credit. So, what happened on lap 2? Now, oh yeah, it was behind me. At this point, I was a bit worried about this car. Because they looked fast, but kind of aggressive. I ended up too wide here. This was clean though. Look at the racing, man. Oh, damn, hang on. We actually went racing there. Well, full credit to this driver, because the first contact wasn't really their fault, and the second one was cleaner than clean. Literally nothing in it. How do I turn that into a photo? That's what I'm thinking. Maybe that one. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you want to give credit to netcode, there it is. Admittedly, key controls are not great for this job, but there we go. Yeah, the livery is a Gazgub special. I'm just gonna photo that. I'm gonna put that in Discord actually because I like it anyway. One sec. I'm actually doing that for myself more than for the Discord, but it looks good. Anyway, back to the point. Gas goat. Goat gub. Look at this though. This got a little bit nervy here. So I stayed inside because I thought the car I'm not sure about is the one on the right. Oh, they just got so unlucky. That wasn't even like a blame thing. They just got unlucky there. They ran out of road and they probably carried slightly too much speed at the same time. Yeah, they're just struggling to get it stopped. But they're doing everything they can. If this car had hooked the curb, like this car managed to, everyone would have survived. So pretty unlucky overall. And that cut me a little break. Did that affect the GT drivers at all? What the hell? Why did it cut to that? That makes no sense. Now these guys were far enough back. They were fine. Pretty close fighting there. So Joe was running inside the top 10 by that time. Alright then. I think then it was a little bit uneventful for a bit. There was a clip of my pop-in reaction. Do you know what lap that happened? Because I wouldn't mind seeing that from the replay and find out what on earth was going on with the other car. Now this is the driver that unintentionally caused us a headache. So let's have a look at that. Some LMP2 like popped. Like, thanks LB. I just want to see how that looks because to my like instant reaction I was like, well, what was that pop-in car? So credit to this driver. They gave the place back as soon as this happened. There was no intent here. I'm just curious if they braked late or I just braked earlier than they were expecting. I think he just braked a bit late because look, he's struggling to stop. So time check. 50. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably 15 seconds. If you think about getting back up to speed. Not the end of the race. He did wait though. And although I wiggled, I realised he'd waited and we just cracked on. This driver then had more misfortune. Didn't go so well. That's a pit stop. And this lap didn't go to plan. Ah. Oh, thanks for the reminder, yeah. The only thing I can't track is the near miss, because that wasn't an incident. Yeah, thank you. And I do keep forgetting that, yeah. So Jessica Rose, I was gonna say when someone was like, "Oh, that's Rose, I know them," I was like, I don't know if that's the same Rose. They were quite a strong driver in the lineup, but I don't think they had their best race. Well, didn't have much luck. Incident. Mine were all like on lap 1 and 2. 3. And then not till lap 36. Ah! My eyes. This is the one I was slightly unhappy with, but I think I was too slow here. I will say though, if you're a GT3 and this happens to you, you aren't forced to narrow this line. I know it's not ideal for the GT, but do you not think that's a little bit on... Like, if you've got this in the mirror... Let's see. Was it the same driver? So, just looking at it from their view, I'm in the mirror. I've waited, obviously. Not close enough. Not going to send it here, because here is the hardest place to leave space as a GT. I'm giving you this apex. I'm waiting, and I'm setting up the next one. It's very obvious what I'm doing here. And yet they drove like I didn't have any... Also in a GT, you don't brake that hard here. This guy has full braked and turned into me. If you want to, you can like blend, like it's a hard line to take. I'm not saying you can just keep your foot in, but that is how you die. Like, this is purely caused by you and your like flashy BMW. Could I have done better? Yeah. I could have done a lot better with the move. I could have got ahead of him earlier. Unfortunately, I'm not in the right gear and I don't time the acceleration too well. But it only takes a slow apex, like a late apex, to get through here for both of us. I've literally hooked it so tight. And the only reason I come out is because I get pit maneuvered. Well, let's see this driver's incidents, because you were one of them, for sure. On lap 1. Nice. You may have known this, you may not. On lap 1. I can't say much about that, yeah. I think they tried to overtake a few too many cars under brakes. I genuinely think they just braked too late. Fucked it. Nothing malicious, just rubbish. Let's have a look. Well, at least they've got the flash button bound, man. So the incident sometimes is a bit late. Yeah, fair enough. Quite a aggressive move, but notice how the BMW starts driving into the Porsche and they adapt their driving to get more aggressive. It's not a good sign, and it's why it gets infuriating to lap someone like this, because their focus is like, look how angry they are. I got taken out of a 4-hour race by someone this angry, who is now trying not to be stupid. Exactly, they drove into a car that passed them. It's not a healthy mindset. They obviously like playing the aggressive card, right? I'm not saying this is dirty or not in this instance, but they obviously don't... I mean, they got a nudge, so they give a nudge back. I think that's just door to door, right? You're both giving it a bit of a shake there. That's racing. But you're choosing to take risks, right? I know this isn't the incident, but... So at this point, if I had to deal with this driver, I'd be like, there's no way I'm getting past them clean. I'm gonna get elbowed. I'm gonna get bullied. Was that one? That was that one. Oh, so that's 3 separate. What's going on here? This is another example. They are trying to outbrake and turn into the prototype. There comes a point as a GT where you may not love this situation, but you've been given your braking zone. Turning in and braking late to shoulder them off is just a choice. No one's asking you to do that. No one benefits from you doing that. You don't even benefit. Because now you've got the worst exit known to man. So, the signs are bad here. Like, this is a... Oh, for fuck's sake. And all of this is building up to what's going to happen now. And why I said if I was going to overtake this car, I'd be scared. And you've got to try. You can't not race these guys. I mean, already... I'm going to go back a bit because it looks like they're defending from a long way back here. It's sometimes nice to see how it, like, builds up. Look, this continues for ages. Oh, hold up. Okay, so there was a move. Look at him moving around. Stop it. You're not going to stop traffic. So it's just a battle. And we're now 2 corners away from the incident. From that section. He's going to get a bad exit there because he's missed the apex completely. And this is where it kicks off. There's no one directly behind. It's kind of important to see this because now you understand where we're at. So they're side by side here. So what happens next? So the Beamer actually manages to tow back ahead. So the move isn't on here even though it could have been. It's a really good fight though. You're both on the braking limit. You're not hitting each other. These are the drivers that made me want to stop racing against people. I got taken out by a blue flagger like this in the 4 hours of Laguna. Simply because they didn't like the way... Well, NBC knows you were watching the car. Simply because they didn't like the way I overtook them. There's no reason to do any of this. I actually think that was worth reporting because that car straightens up. That car straightens up. Unless... the replay inputs are horrible, so it's not a great tool. That car just straight up drove into you. Exactly. But in this situation, if that was me in front, there's nothing more you can do. You've made the move. No, all you can do is not race them, and then you get the car behind you cause you a problem because. Well, there's just nothing to say to that, is there? I don't even need to say anymore. That is lap 15. That's painful to watch. Yeah, I mean... I had the same feeling at the weekend because I got pitched into a barrier, lost my rear wing, in the final stint of a 4-hour race. And the car that took me out didn't like that I lapped them. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to help you, you know? You just come back and forget about them. Also, that driver, fun fact, was racing under a team that is like a community version of a more famous team. So if they ever appear in a lineup for that team, the first thing I'm going to do is go, oh, by the way, here's a clip of your new driver doing this. like, I have it ready if they ever. I mean, in my opinion, they're not a good enough driver to get into that position, but that's beside the point, right? Maybe they've got speed, maybe they've got talent. If they become a team driver, the first thing I do is message someone in the team and go, hey, I'm just letting you know, just making sure you want this driver to represent you because this happened. Over to you, you know? Because I'm not going to report it in game. It wasn't like an intent wreck looking incident, but it was an example of what we've just seen. Well, the incident's dried up. I was his last incident. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure I called these two beamers out when I was following them, you know? Not sure. Maybe I've already got past them. Mad how one car can have such an impact. In this case, actually, the other beamer was the culprit there. But look at the reaction. He did absolutely get sent by someone called Spinoso. Like, I wouldn't really like that either. That's the worst move I've ever seen. I'm amazed that didn't carry on though. How did that not carry on? I guess this beamer just wasn't fast enough. Yeah. Lost him. Lost the chase. Well done. You picked it back up, Joe. So, GG. Safe to say there was nothing really I felt you could have done. This car was ahead of me when something happened. We got P2. Thank you, yeah. We got to see what happened there in a minute. We witnessed a mad GT3 driver who basically had it in for everybody. Oh no. This beamer's accidentally had another crash, but I don't think this one... Why is this driver just slammed full braking and not turned in though? I can see how this has happened. You obviously do need to brake, but let's watch the car ahead before I judge. So it does take more braking than you'd think, like a short, sharp brake. But we're turning in a little late, but not... So this is an extreme, but the beamer just doesn't turn in. I think the beamer thinks ahead and assumes they're going to get overtaken. And what they've done is the worst possible thing and not taken their own line. And then he's realised, and it's too late. Because he turns at the last minute. It's literally why it takes practice to run in multi-class. The GT should have kept on their line. Lambert was going to go for an outside move, and the GT tried to predict otherwise, so I think that was the end of it for him. Yep. What happened to this dude as well? Then we'll go back to that GT that was in the wall. Then I'm probably going to go get a drink and chill out. I'm playing Divinity 2 at the minute, if anyone's a gamer. And I'm hooked. Yeah, the old F4 saves you a DNF, but nothing else now, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. I may have watched Dario do a Laguna before we did one, where they had to do the same thing. That was a massive cut right there. This isn't going to end well. Can you just rage quit? You are not cut out for a 2-hour race if that's the end of your race. I get that the incident was a bit messy. Again, I could just use the incident counter. I don't know why I don't. I'm not used to this. Yeah, the curbs have caused me to get slower flow. The races I was in with you, I got psyched out every time at the bus stop. Yeah, unless the setups have got less braking force by accident, yeah. Generally, Dario kept yelling to me like, "Brake more, brake more, brake!" Like in a good way. When I was driving, he was like, "Brake more, brake more," and I was like, "I think I'm too ruined by the muscle memory of before, even in prototypes like P2s. I'm struggling to brake enough, and I should brake harder in this race to go faster as well." Right, this was a 50-50. It's not a rage quittable event though. Like, you can finish. That driver could have finished top 5. Also, how did this car retire? Do they have the pit lane mess? Look at this. This is what we were talking about in the race. Yep. Looks clear to me, guys. Yeah, this camera is drunk, by the way. It keeps changing on me. Yeah, that's fine. And then just to take the piss, that car gets rotated. Imagine the rage. This didn't come up as an incident because it's a solo or a disconnect, I guess. This is it. This is what scared the life out of me. Okay, we need to see my view then. Do you want to see the jump scare of my life? That cannot happen with an Alt F4, really? Nah. I'll give you my POV, I guess. Now, I'll be honest, if there was a yellow there, I didn't notice that. I might have been guilty at looking at my onboard stuff. No, the yellow's gone. The replay has it perfectly. Could I have been any luckier, though? I would have absolutely obliterated us. This was genuinely my view. This isn't just replay. This is how it felt at the time. Like, that was... I wasn't ready for it then. And then the yellow reappears. So ignore the yellow now. Spooling. 3, 2, 1. Bing! Yellow. Yeah, let's find out. If an Alt F4 does that, I have concerns. No, it looks like it was not intended. You wouldn't do it while driving like this, right? Do you think their PC just crashed? Let's see if they stutter. Oh, that looks bad. I think they lose sight of their screen or something. But then something weirder happens, yeah. So maybe the game is crashing. Then he goes to garage, then watch though. This is what I saw. It's not over. That was our moment. Oh. I mean, you have to laugh now, but like, Hey guys. Hi. Whatever happened to this driver, I hope they figure it out, because that was probably the worst way to lose a race by accident. It looks like I've paused the replay. That is a live picture. I wonder if anyone got hit. We are so lucky no one got hit. I'm actually astounded. No one touched him. Right, final check, guys. I am a bit too hungry and tired to stay on much longer. Any other retirements that we missed? Simmons and Biachuk. This car had pace. I don't know what happened to Simmons, but they had pace. I need a reset button. When that starts happening, never mind. That's an old camera bug. Did they just give up? Did they die to a pit disconnect? Or have they just decided... No, they parked it. So something happens. Here's a slow lap. Any incidents? Iceman, welcome, man. We did a take 2 today. They had 2 incidents in the race. One was a minor. He's flashing. Oh, there it was. And then this one might have been the race ender, I'm not sure, with the GT. Whoa! Whoa! Most unnecessary coming together of all time? On either driver's part? I mean, I'm going to blame the Red Bull livery, because it's always the Red Bull livery. Yeah, why are you turning left? You literally see the car you're overtaking, you pull out, and you turn left. Maybe asking a bit too much of this guy. It's subtle, but I think you can be... The next corner goes right. You can definitely avoid this. Right, what happened here? Is this the end of the race? Just minor. Just minor. Yeah, Red Bull... The more Red Bull on the car, the less IQ in the car. I'm never going to get sponsored by Red Bull now, am I? Got it. I don't know what happened to this car and this driver. I don't know what made them pull over. Maybe they just weren't feeling it. I just think they had a big self moment that caused damage or something. Luckily, I don't like energy drinks. Coffee takes precedent for me. Yeah, I can't tell you. That was technically a slow lap and it looked fine. What we want is retirements, and why? So that guy just pulled it over. What happened to you so late in the race? The last incident was in the pits, so it wasn't that. Oh no, this is the disconnect car. My bad. This is the car that jump scared me. And yeah. I think that was it. I don't think anyone else failed to finish. Alright, any GT retirement? I like this incident counter though, it's great. In a hypercar? Would you guys like to see a few more retirements? Again, incident wasn't the retirement, so... I love the sound in these cars. That was the greatest save. Until it wasn't. Saved? Did they not realise there was a wall? Oh no, it was a bump. It was a bump. That's a bit unlucky. The bump sent them. That's just too funny though, sorry. Sorry to laugh at your expense, but fucking hell. That's quite something, isn't it? Bit of beef, nothing too bad. I think if it's not an incident retirement, I'm not going to go chasing it. It's going to take too long. Alright. We can always learn though. Oh, sad. Save it. Not another bump. I thought we were about to see the same thing twice. Oh, this camera bug is sad. I'm gonna have to fix that. Why did they just die? Just give up? Oh, they just gave up. They didn't like it. They didn't want any more to do with it. Why is it in this weird order? Almost like can't be bothered to go through some of these if it's going to be in the wrong order. Oh, this could be worth a look. Oh, there's some rough stuff out there today. Oh. This Persia was so nice all race as well. Like, they were really genuinely quite chilled. So stopped holding brakes and then held brakes. I think. Kind of all in one. Yeah. It's a bit sad. Yeah, oh, you see that little release of the brakes and then realizes, and then hits the brakes? If the Peugeot had committed the other way, had they known? Oh. Oh, that's a rough one. That's one of the biggest I've seen in a while. No incidents. Give me some more DNFs then. Yeah. I see a Beyblade. You know what? Of all the bad luck you can get, this kind of tops it. Surprise! Hi there. The question is, how did the Porsche get there? Was this a calculated send that actually eliminated the opposition? Oh, I think the Porsche got loose. What time are we on, by the way? Yeah, I gotta wrap up in a minute. I'm delaying. This is quite fun though. I need to map a reset button. Where's he going? Has he got loose? Nah, matey boy is not paying attention here. Matey boy is just either sliding. No, I don't know what they're doing. The wheel input. suggests he just didn't realise what was about to happen. Maybe he got spooked, looked in the mirror, didn't realise, just didn't realise they were still moving left. Yeah, just kind of a self... Oh. Anyone else get hit by this? Actually, no. No, pretty clean. This car had a bad end to there. The Red Bull car, how did they eject? On lap 15. Yeah, BMW brought it back in the race, I think. It's a fair play. The Peugeot did too, that you saw collect the Alpine. Yeah, that was nothing, but it was totally on them. And what? We already watched this one. So many solo errors. So when the camera bugs like this, there's not much I can do. What? Drag the wheel. I did very slow motion slides like this, but never snapped back yesterday, luckily. What are all these deaths? Not you? Mate. Ah, you were the driver that got Beybladed. Okay. That sucks. Any more prize incident? It's a little hard to gauge at this point because the replay is all over the shop. We see how this Ferrari... Oh yeah. Yeah, this was the road bump Ferrari. Alright, let's just go to GT. I think we've had a good fill. Is there a GT somewhere on the grid, please? There we go. So the DNF count in GT 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At least 8. This is the one I was curious about, but they don't have it labeled as an incident, so... All I know is they ended up in the wall at Indy. Oh, I've done this a long time ago. I've learned not to do this anymore. This is the first big crash I ever had at Le Mans. Just overdoing the braking zone. Oh, the beef. Oh, they are damaged. I don't think that's registering as an incident, is it? That was their last... Are they damaged here then? How long are they carrying this? Or is this just a janky replay moment? Yes, I followed you and you just went straight on. Yeah, there was a clip, right? Early flow days. I don't really know what's happened here and how. I don't understand. How has Lexus ended up? Oh. Wait, what are we... Wait. This might be my final story before I leave, because this... Hello? What is driver doing? That's not how you take the chicane. Oh, it's a snap. It looked way worse from the cameras. Oh, and then a broken suspension arm? But they're not lifting, FYI. They're not lifting. Huge damage. the wheel is facing the wrong way, look. They're having to fight the car. We're going to go full throttle into Mulsanne 2. What could go wrong? In fact, we're not going to take Mulsanne 2. We're just going to send it, boys. What is wrong with this driver? They actually made the pass. How close was that to a rejoin of doom? No, just no. And then probably got an illegal overtake. I'm really sorry, Bet. I know you want to bring it home, but you are now a public menace. And I'm assuming... yeah. I don't know how you... I remember passing here, yeah. This was the rejoiner. But I actually said at least they didn't rejoin. So they did a good job there. Ah, now they're realizing they should probably like race a bit less hard. But they go too hard into here. Oh, I do feel a bit bad for them. They just want to bring it back. They got so far. Wait, mate. Okay, yeah, okay. I think we know. I think we know now it's all over. This is great. This is someone having their own meltdown, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. He's like, I'm done. I hate this track. I don't like pit walls anyway. I'm out. Screw you all. Yeah, the jump was sick. Let's have a moment with the jump. Let's appreciate for what it is. The flying Lexus. I'm actually going to take a photo of this. Keypad controls are the worst for this, but we'll get there. Just deciding, you know, a Flexus. What's the angle here? It looks great from all angles. Basically that, with a bit less of a crop. Oh, and I get the Le Mans bridge. What do we think? Somewhere there? I'm going to immortalize this driver's efforts. Ah, alright. That's the note we end on today. That is the end screen of the stream. Thank you for watching. I mean, it might be dragging you through some incidents there, but it was a bit of a laugh to end on. Let's actually check. Did we gain? Whoa, sorry about the sound glitch. Did we gain? I think we just claimed back our Silver 2 status, which always means we're in trouble. We're back to rough racing again. We doubled up, guys, for the first time in history. And I bet you we got punished for qualifying even. Let's have a look. Maybe not today. So best lap was a 37.79. We gained driver rank from everything race related And yep, 1 down in the quali for having a driver ahead of us with better, lower rank. I have actually lost maximum safety. Has something changed? Yeah, agreed, 9K. Worst idea I've ever seen. Your quali is not reflective of a 2.4 hour race and shouldn't be. In this case, wait, hang on, are these bugging? Let me go to profile. I think that's the accurate read. Yeah, we're losing safety rank. I'm actually weirdly happy to see that that's possible. I don't really know how. I've only had 1 down in the last 2 races, so maybe I had a really bad race some other time. Maybe there was a historically terrible race. I've had 1 bad race and 1 semi-bad race in like 10. So, don't know whether that's real or glitched. But yeah, if people can lose it, that's a good sign. And we are once again, yeah, cresting silver 2. Happy days. Job well done. Is there anyone here on Twitch worthy of a bit of a raid? Hold the fire. Hold the phone, sorry. Thank you all of you for the viewership this weekend. It's been higher than usual. I hope I've not missed any alerts. I think it was just the resubs today, so thank you. Yeah. If you subscribed over on the YouTube side or you want to get involved, I am trying to return with some good stream action on both platforms, wherever you like watching. I don't think there's a raid today. Although we have a good number of people, it would be nice to send you. Hang on. GG, mate. Yeah, sorry you lost the wheel. Nah. I'm not gonna raid out today simply because I don't know where I'm gonna go. And I'll figure that out and we'll get a raid going next time. So appreciate you all. Thanks for saying hi. Thanks for checking in. Or if you're just lurking away with some passive race entertainment going on, I appreciate it. That will do, my friends. That will do. I kind of want to add the flying car to my stream background, so look out for that in a future stream. For now, it's the Gaz Gob Porsche livery. So, yeah, it's a birthday tonight with a friend, so I'm gonna go and have a beer tonight. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. Appreciate you very much. It's been a fun weekend. Probably a few days rest now, and I've got a lot of video work going on. But we'll be back when the time is right and look forward to seeing you. Peace. See you soon. Good night.